Quick reminder that today is the final day that signups will be open for my Patreon exclusive fantasy football league. If you want access to that, play against me all year long, plus a bunch of other bonus content, check it out now. What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to episode 7 of the Toronto Huskies franchise mode here on the YouTubes. We are currently sitting at 3-1, coming off of a massive upset week 4 against the New England Patriots, where the Patriots were absolutely handling us until we started to get some pressure in the second half, and ultimately in the first half it almost set the tone with a pick 6, Mike Hilton, and they were just unable to come back. They did a last minute, classic Tom Brady, but we're able to hold on to be 3-1, the surprise team of the year, and now we're taking the 0-4 Denver Broncos this week. So the big kind of storyline from last week's episode was, what do we do with LeSean McCoy? Now, he is open to negotiating his contract. That's not going to happen in real life. So what I have actually done, as per all of your guys' requests, is throw him up on the trade block. We'll see within today's episode if we can move on from him. If not, we made it. It takes further measures. Also, I'm still not done the draft class, but I am done the offensive players, so we will kind of do a quick preview of that, just to maybe get some names on top of your guys' heads. You can start commenting that you want me to look at drafting potentially this year, but there will be, a couple episodes down when I have all the players done, like a full-fledged scouting episode. But here's a quick preview of some of the names you need to know, some names you may want to know for who's in our class on the offensive standpoint. We don't really need a quarterback with Josh Allen, but you have Tagovailoa, Fromm, Nathan Stanley, and Lewicki as the big name first round quarterbacks. Running back, you got John Taylor, Najee Harris. I mean, we don't really need a running back because we drafted and used a big investment in the second round to get Rodney Anderson, but you may want to find his complement. A nice elusive back. Who knows? Trayvon Williams, DeAndre Swift, J.K. Dobbins. There's some nice names there. Wide receiver, we could definitely use another wideout. DK Metcalf, Demetrius Robinson, CeeDee Lamb, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and Tyree Cleveland are all first-round grades, but there's a lot of depth in this year's class. Tight end is supposedly very, very weak, which is good because we already made the Dallas Goedert trade. At left tackle, just tackle in general. We need to go offensive line. Deion Dawkins is pretty much the only serviceable O-lineman we have. Walker Little, Leatherwood, Andrew Thomas, Alaric Jackson, all these guys are probably capable starting tackles. Less so with Jackson, he's a third-round grade. In the guards, you got Ryan Bates. At center, you have Badash, first-round pick, supposedly from Wisconsin. TJ McCoy from Florida. Both scheme fits. I mean, both those guys probably would be immediate starters on our team. Right guard, Ben Bredesen, Darrell Williams, second-round grades, but not scheme fits. At right tackle, Trey Smith from Tennessee, Jawan Taylor from Florida, Matt Womack from Bama, Calvin Throckmorton, first-team all-last name from Oregon, and Drew Richmond. It's a good draft to get some tackles, and we'll definitely be able to pull the trigger on one of these guys, but if there's a tackle that you want me to get, if there's a wide receiver that you want me to get, start thinking about that now, so maybe we know where to spend our points when we actually do the scouting episode. So we got the 0-4 Denver Broncos. That's just, their team, like their base overall is definitely better than us, but let's see why they are 0-4. I'm going to guess could be the quarterback. There it is. Case Keenum, 5 touchdowns, 5 picks. Probably should make the move to Swag Kelly. Haven't run the ball well with Royce Freeman. Demaryius Thomas and Sanders are still probably the top 2 wide receivers, and they're old. Defensively, Brandon Marshall leads their team with tackles. Ooh. Well, Von Miller's not looking so hot, but he is Von Miller, and they have Ed Oliver. So just, our luck, the 0-4 Broncos, these guys will finally start clicking and absolutely, push our you-know-what in. And there's not a whole lot of interceptions. So, I mean, it's not the same Denver Broncos. It's not your daddy's Denver Broncos defense. I feel confident, man. I mean, we could slip up. I mean, the Denver Broncos are a better team overall. But with the momentum that we got from that Week 4 Patriot win, nothing can stop us. Let's go. Let's give it to the Broncos. I mean, just because LeSean McCoy is, the topic of discussion when we talk about re-signing players, doesn't mean we should just completely ignore it. This is our first week, and I think Corey Coleman has definitely established himself as one of our top targets. 3 years. If he accepts this as base, that's a great contract. Duration, he wants to make more money during that time. Come on, man. I think that's about fair. You're a bust. It's one of those mentalities. Like, I'm kind of worried the Philadelphia Eagles are going to have that with Nelson Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar, bust, finally has a good year, and then you guys want to, get what's his. I mean, it's fair, but also very annoying, but we will come back to renegotiate with Corey Coleman next week. So let's get into this game here against the Denver Broncos. Oh, that's too easy. Oh, it's Jordan Poyer. You better pick 6 this or you're cut. If you don't pick 6 this, you're cut. Oh, maybe not. Case Keenum. He had 5 touchdowns, 5 picks coming into this. He's not very good. But of course, Poyer can't seal the deal. That's why his hot-ass wife is single and be flaunting that around the office. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? After that turnover, you know what we're going to do. We have one play in our red zone package. It's the C4 special. Let's see if we can get CJ in it. Oh my God, 42. You're cut. I'm going for it again. We're going to go to the other side. We're going to get Rodney Anderson here. I think I almost called him CJ Anderson. Are they related? Probably not. Let's go. This one's going to work. We're going to run towards Von Miller. So you got... Oh my God, man. It's so slow once I get it. I don't know, man. Speed burst, even with my adjusted speed thresholds, still feels kind of wonky. But it's going to be really, really tough. I mean, this is the game that we go against Von Miller and Ed Oliver. That's probably going to be the title of the video. Those guys are terrifying. If they can get back-to-back stops, oh, thank God. Thank God we're able to get in and capitalize off that really, really bad interception. I feel bad for Von Miller and Ed Oliver and Chris Harris and all those good studs on that defense. Then they got Case Keenum as their quarterback. Oh, let's go, Rodney Anderson. Who says screen passes? Well, I've said screen passes don't work, but that time it was set up beautifully by our makeshift offensive line. After that big play, the Denver Broncos defense, which you know is good, is kind of shaped up a little bit. So we're 3rd and 8. We're going to see if we can get them to bite on the play action pass. Right open. Oh, beautiful. Chris Conley, who we kind of low-key paid a decent amount of money in free agency to come over, has done absolutely nothing. I mean, to be fair, neither has Kelvin Benjamin. It's pretty much just been the Corey Coleman show and Dallas Goedert for the game. That's a big-time pass. And completion. And maybe we go for 2 to make up for the missed field goal on the first touchdown. You better believe it, we're going for 2. This is where Kelvin Benjamin, we paid him, we re-signed him. This is where he has to absolutely feast. Come on, 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 come on. Oh, keep running, you fat fuck. There you go, whatever. Oh, nice. There's Ed Oliver, too. Perfect. Freaking nature, man. Oh, there's a nice, beautiful sack. Jordan Poyer again. And look at the late tackle. I love that fight. Not only Jordan Poyer gets the sack to add to the pick, but then you see out of the blue, I think that was Micah Hyde just coming after the play. Lay a hit. Look, even coach is hyped. Sean McDermott loves that. Let's see if we get the replay. Poyer comes in on the sack. Case Keenum sucks. And look at this late one. Oh, show the late one. Just a double reminder how bad Case Keenum is. Look at that. And then, oh, can I get a replay? I want to see just who that was. I just want to know in the back of my mind, what kind of player do I have that's that savage? It is! Look at that! Oh my God. That's like something you see out of like Blitz the League. Oh. It is Mike Hyde. Fuck with our safety tandem, boy. Oh, let's go, Kelvin. Get in there, big boy. Get in there, big boy. Up on the 1-yard line. Now, this is where we show everyone that we've installed actually 2 plays in our goal line package. And while they think, oh, C4 special's coming, no. We're looking for big boy up at the top of the screen, 13. Because I need him to start paying up that contract for some touchdowns here. Big boy! Beautiful. Didn't think this was going to be this easy. I feel bad for the very elite Denver defense. The fact that they have the worst ranked offense in the game. It's making it look easy for our 75 overall, worst in the league overall Huskies. Oh, okay. Tackle like chumps. Oh, Wait, who's this white dude with the jukes? Is that Janovich? Zach Zenner. Okay. Broncos pressing. Not gonna lie, running through my mind right now is Jordan Poyer. This is the last time we're gonna see Jordan Poyer for a bit. He's gonna get a suspension for that attempt of just career-ending, I don't know, ligament damage to Case Keenum. They're getting momentum right now, boy. Bend don't break. Come on, it's Case Keenum. He's been accurate on this drive, but they're all pretty much checkdowns. Touchdown can get them back in it. Start with the second half. We're gonna try our best not to let that happen. So we're gonna dial up the blitz here. We're gonna see if we can control Edmonds. Come on. Oh, that was a good throw. That was a good throw. Cortland Sutton, too. Dude's a mismatched nightmare for my corners. Don't have the tallest corners outside of Trey White. He's not even that tall. Alright, I'm just going to go on and install the game now. Oh, too easy. Too easy. Might be the last time we see him for a bit, but at least he's getting a pick. And he actually might be like the best player on my team. Like highest overall. 3rd pick of the year. Oof. Let's hope Mr. Goodell is very happy and generous with the Canadians. Oh, alright. That was a terrible pass. Throwing across your body, trying to force it to Kelvin Benjamin. And you're giving Case Keenum life. I think that's Brandon Marshall with the pick. Not the wide receiver, the one that takes knees during the anthem. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's the only reason why I know him, though. 3rd and 2, bend, don't break. I don't know if they're in 4-down territory. I probably would kick the field goal, but we have to get the stop here. Let's see if we can bring Edmonds on a blitz. Get some bodies after him. Good pass protection. Good job. 22. I think that's Greedy Williams. It is. 4th and 2. Bend, but did not break.
Fatality.
No way. There's no way. In what world is Case Keenum stiff-arming my linebacker? Oh, let's go. Big time sack. The juicer. The juice is loose. Oh, no. Oh, that's not a good penalty. Come on, Trent. You bald bastard. Oh, call a penalty on that one, why don't you? Beautiful sack. And look, Case Keenum almost friggin' stiff-armed out of that one, too. Is he on the juice, too? He's on them Lane Johnson subs? Test them, league. Hold them to this field goal attempt. Get the ball back and try to act. Oh, my God. Womp, 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 womp.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit when you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me.
Finish him.
Oh, too easy. There's a nice little, who's that, Jared Davis? See if we can get a pick 6 here. Oh, get off me. 3rd pick of the day. That's what we expected. We expected the Denver Broncos defense to be good. They were good. They got gassed because their offense is 3 and out to 3 and out. And this is what happens when you have Case Keenum at quarterback. One hell of a game for the Huskies as they dump just the Denver Broncos 26-10. Pretty much just rolling with all the momentum we got from the Patriots victory. I mean, let's be honest. This is the 4-0 Broncos. This would be a different story. This would be a, hey, C4, make the difficulty 50 times harder. But this was the 0-4 Broncos. Terrible quarterback play. Fully expecting us to win. Game ball. I mean, Josh Allen, pretty accurate for the most part. Did throw his 2nd interception of the season. But when you look at the game, it has to go to Ronnie Anderson. 27 carries, 135 yards, 2 TDs, a mini beast quake run. And then you also on the fact that he had 4 catches for 70 yards. So well over 200 total yards. Well, not well over, but just over 200 total yards on the day. Was a beautiful thing from him. Kelvin Benjamin, 5 catches, 55 yards, and a TD. Chris Conley also made a small appearance. But the big talking point from the game after our defense played very, very well, a sack and a half Trent Murphy. We did go up against Ed Oliver and Von Miller, and I think our offensive line held up pretty well. Is going to be, well, we have the turnovers. Poyer got a pick. Micah Hyde got a pick, and Jared Davis got a pick. But as we leave this game, that Micah Hyde late hit, what are the repercussions going to be? Let's find out. So we're only actually going to do one game today because I'm very, very close to completing my college rosters. That's why I've been busting my ass the last couple of days. May not have been as many streams. I'm almost done. So that when we open up episode 8, there'll be a lot of scouting, a lot of previewing players. But simulating ahead a week, first up, we had no trade offers for LeSean McCoy. So, I mean, stay tuned for how that develops. Is it going to be, do we just outright release him? What do we keep him? I mean, do we let bygones be bygones and maybe make him RB2? Because Rodney Anderson, I mean, 200 yards. He's earned that starting gig. LeSean McCoy's done nothing but get tackled behind the line of scrimmage, dance like he does, and fumble the ball. So he's definitely lost the starting job. I don't know how we're going to handle LeSean McCoy yet. We have a big injury decision right now with Dallas Goedert. Are we going to bring him back? We'll open that up next episode when we make that decision because we definitely need him back. It'll be a big help. because the hit. For those of you that need to see what happened, show the. So what we found, our best player, highest overall, 93, Micah Hyde, after the late hit on Case Keenum, has been handed down a 3-game suspension from the league, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. You look at what just happened with this organization last year. You saw Rob Gronkowski just destroy Trey Wade on one of the dirtiest things I've ever seen. That was a 1 game. Micah Hyde doesn't even hurt Case Keenum, barely grazes him. Yeah, the intent's there, but that's the kind of physicality you want in your defense. 3-game suspensions, absolute bullshit. But it is what it is, man. You have a dirty hit like that, it's the price you play when you run that fine line of insanity and rabid wolves on your rabid Huskies on your defense. So, that's not the way I want to end this episode, but, play stupid games, get stupid prizes. So, as we end this, all I gotta ask for you guys is, should we look at, with no Micah Hyde, we have Marlowe. Marlowe is our next option at strong safety. Do we maybe look at... Do we get freaky? Put, a linebacker there like Tremaine Edmonds, Dakota Allen, Last Chance U fame. We can look at Tanner Vallejo, Milano. All those guys have that speed that they could probably fill in at strong safety for a game. Or do we look at maybe a DB like Agnew or Hilton? I don't know how we're going to approach the 3-game suspension. But, when you look at what we have, we got the Cowboys. We don't want to lose that. Luckily enough, we do have the Browns and the Jets. So it's not like we're playing the Patriots again or teams that... are going to be like, oh my God, we need to be full strength for that. But that is a big time loss. What do we do with Micah Hyde at strong safety, that gap? What do we do with LeSean McCoy? We'll keep him on that trade block, but do we let bygones be bygones, or do we move on and try to bring someone else in? Because let's be honest, when Rodney Anderson gets tired, Chris Ivory is butt cheeks. We need someone better than that at our running back spot. And that's going to do it here, guys, for episode 7. Make sure it's not going to be a heavy turnaround, maybe 2 days, 3 days. Episode 8 will be out. That will focus heavily on the scouting of some players and the outcome and the fallout of all the suspensions and drama. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the Toronto Huskies franchise. If you're new, this is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to continue to grow leaps and bounds in Madden 19. And without that, you guys' help is not going to be possible. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Leave a comment for your feedback in the comment section below. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.
You ain't messing with the flow, you ain't messing with my vision. Messing with the money, you ain't messing with decisions. Yeah, you messing with the team, then you messing with the squad. Mess with one of us, you be messing with them all. Yeah, yeah, yeah.